Travellers to Koh Samet come first to Rayong on the eastern seaboard of Thailand, where the welcome mat is already out in the comfortably appointed seaside terminal. And climbing aboard the open-sided shuttle trams, you'll begin to enjoy the breezy ambience. And it gets better, as you see the fleet of smart white launches, one of which will soon be speeding you to your island destination. The swift white craft will have you there in no time. At the island, it backs into shallow water and is met by a tractor-trailer, which then hauls the group up onto the beach in an act of ingenuity, which means no wading through the water, just yet anyway. This is Koh Samet. It's only 7 or so minutes in a fast launch from Rayong, which is on the eastern seaboard, not that far from Pattaya, and yet many of us tend to overlook this beautiful island. It's full of promise as we see the first of a number of resorts that dot this magical island. Koh Samet is also wonderfully green and hilly. On this side of the island, a cluster of attractive resorts looks onto the beach with waterside restaurants and accommodation amongst the trees. Today brings a special event on Koh Samet in another part of the island where guests are gathering at a celebrated resort. And getting there from here means a small journey along unmade roads in a sturdy pickup, island style. Meanwhile, today here on Koh Samet, this beautiful island off the eastern seaboard of Thailand, a special royal occasion to celebrate the extension of one of the finest resorts, here in a spot called Sai Kao, which we can understand as being crystal sand, which kind of sums up the occasion. The Princess presides over the formal opening of the extended resort and graciously participates in the ceremonial planting of a tree commemorating the happy day. The new wing incorporates all the comforts of a modern hideaway and then some. It all surrounds the pool of refreshing cool water and is bathed in sunlight. Its enviable position, established many years ago, is right on the Gulf-facing beach. The sand on this beach is quite amazing. It's powdery and white and crystalline, of course. And many families over the years have known about its beauty. It's a long, fabulous beach on Koh Samet. The early beachy architecture has now given way to something much smarter, but still so inviting, as we see at the opening of the Sai Kao extension at this resort here today. Kun Chachai is the general manager of this wonderful resort, which is moving in a very interesting direction, especially with the royal opening today.
We actually invite Her Royal Princess Somsuri to come to preside over here. This is quite a good chance for us. We have been open quite a long time. This is a good time to have her to come in the ceremony.
Yes, isn't it? And it's a beautiful island, isn't it? This Koh Samet.
Koh Samet is quite small size land, but it has been existing for quite a long time. But many people now know Samui and Pattaya and the Phuket more than here. But we are small islands, but actually in the seaside, and you can see the scenery here is very peaceful and very calm.
So who was your architect, or what group of architects created this wonderful new style?
The architect is Kun Nawat, one of the boss in here, and he's the one who created everything here in the islands,
yes,
in the resort for the Samet group.
Yes, well, it's so effective, isn't it? It's
nice.
A wonderful new style.
It is.
There are beautiful bays and beaches all over the island, and to find them, just follow the bumpy road. This is one of a number of very small beaches that dot the island, and even here there are just 2 very simple resorts. It's called Tuptim Beach, and that's the name of the cabins around here too. Very appealing to some people. And it seems that people have been coming to this island looking for a nice resort lifestyle for about 30 years now. The local wisdom is that the first European who came here brought potatoes with him, and they were planted in this area too. But now it's given over mostly just to day trippers and people having a nice holiday here on Koh Samet. It's quite a gem of an island. Thai families know about this beach, this island, and of course visitors who come here from other parts of the world are going to love it the moment they step ashore as well. And there's very nice accommodation dotted around Koh Samet, such as this simple but charming resort on a bay that's a beautiful crescent. That's why they called it Moon Bay. This is a very green island, and the people who are the carers of it are keen to keep it that way. One major initiative is not to allow private vehicles onto the island, probably a very good thing. You can get around though in vehicles because they do have a taxi system, more of a Song Tao style of vehicle, which will cost you probably a couple of $100 baht to go some distance between resorts. So that part's okay. However, the roads themselves are also, shall we say, very environmentally friendly. They're rough. Deliberately they've been kept unpaved, which means that when you travel anywhere on the island, you're in for this kind of a drive. You'll feel the effects of it physically probably, but it's part of the adventure of being on Koh Samet. And then right at the end of the island is a little piece of paradise with that mountain behind it, here on flat land with beach on one side, sunset on the other, an extraordinary piece of paradise. This is real island living. It's the premier resort on Koh Samet and it's called Paradis. To visit Koh Samet near Rayong is to enter a beachcomber's paradise, one with all the comforts you might require, and still an abundance of nature by the sea. To view more of my videos or to contact me about perhaps participating in your projects, please visit rodmcneil.tv.